Okay, I just spoke my truth about something, or not even my truth, something that I was feeling with something, my perspective, whatever came up in me. I shared perspective. That's actually what I did. And I notice right now that brings up so much fear of rejection and so much pain and old grief. And it's kind of like my heart is opening up again and I'm revealing my true colors. But as I open up, suddenly I remember all the times when I did that, and then uh, I was rejected, people were angry with me. Um, I got abandoned, I got shamed, punished, whatever. Mm. And my intention here is to allow my heart to open. And this past pain to be felt and released. So to move through the pain, to be with the pain instead of shutting down again. Because I want to protect myself from this pain. So how can I keep my heart open? And allow my heart to speak. And allow the pain to be released. My voice to be liberated. To take up my space and to honor that my perspective is valid. How can I stay present with an open heart? Honor what I feel, my perspective, and as well honor what someone else is feeling from their perspective, what they are channeling. And not making one thing right and the other thing wrong, but to allow that we are all in this circle and we all have our unique individual experiences with life. And I wish to honor my voice as well as the voice of others. To honor myself and to honor others. And for there to be a respectful exchange. An open curiosity. How does someone else perceive that? Can I receive that? Can I listen? Even if I feel something different, can I still honor and respect the perspective of someone else and not fight whether or not that is truth, because it's their truth, it's their perspective. So it's not about trying to find the one that is right and shutting down all others, but maybe just honoring everybody's individual truth. And there is no need, maybe sometimes, to agree. Maybe sometimes we can agree to have different perspectives and stand in circle together. And maybe also to be curious, like, interesting that they have that perspective, because I really feel something else. So where are they coming from? What do they mean with what they're saying? What is how do they get there? Let me go and see that perspective. Because I'm curious and it would be nice to know. So it's kind of expressing what I feel without being attached to it, without claiming that it's the one and only truth. No, this is what I'm feeling, but it is flexible. It's open for change. There is curiosity. There is a curiosity about where someone else is coming from. There is a willingness to listen, to hear. And I don't have to adapt any of these perspectives as the one and only truth. They can all be true and they can all coexist together, and I can respect and honor every perspective, including my own. But I don't have to defend it. I can just feel it and I can change it. Because maybe when I listen to someone else, I'm like, oh wow, that opens up something within me, and now I feel the energy is moving different through me. So my perspective on things is changing. So maybe unity doesn't mean we're all the same. Maybe unity is also a celebration of all this variety and of all these different perspectives, and finding a way for it to coexist in harmony, in peace. And maybe peace comes when we stop fighting for the ultimate truth, and when we accept that every perspective is true from a certain point of being, from a certain place of seeing things. And we can just respect and honor that. So all beings feel safe in expressing themselves, and they don't have to fear that they might be silenced or their head might be chopped off because we decided, no, there is one truth and everything that's not aligning with that, we don't want to hear it. But it's like, no, everybody can express, well, actually, I think grass is blue. Doesn't have to be my truth, but I can honor someone else's perspective, and I can be curious, like, how do they see grass then? Let me go and check. From a place of curiosity. And maybe in all sharing our truths or our perspective, our feelings, we invite others to expand as well, to be curious as well, to get out of their rigid standpoint, and to also be like, oh, let me explore, let me see. But I don't know, it's just, this is my own exploration right now. Yeah, to speak and to listen. To honor yourself and another. No need to defend, no need to fight, just a curiosity. And how can I keep my heart open? How can I express myself purely without fear of being shut down or abandoned? Without all these walls that I've built to protect myself, how can I de-armor really my heart? And find the courage to stay true to myself while also honoring and respecting others. So it's not sharing truth in order to be right. It is sharing truth or sharing my feeling in order to express myself and to be true to me. To add to give my thing to life, my perspective. Without the need for approval, without the need for validation, without the need for others to agree with me, can I stand comfortably in my perspective, in my channeling of myself. Bringing through my essence, my my connection with the divine energy as equally valid to any other expression of the same source. Variety. Honor and respect. And how can I release the pain of the past? Let go the pain that was blocked around my heart. So I can express myself freely and receive and see and hear others clearly as well. Mutual respect. Freedom and also joy and playfulness. Curiosity. Honoring all. All voices, all experiences, all expressions. All truths that can be moving and flowing, because I also often notice that if I speak what I feel right now, which is my truth in this moment, after that often it changes already again. For example, if I feel anger, I can express I'm feeling this anger right now. That's the truth. I cannot deny it. It's what's moving through me. But I am not anger. I am feeling it. And once it's moving through me, underneath that there can be sadness, there can be fear, there can be whatever, and then that moves through me and through me and through me, and until there is this peace or joy or whatever is at the bottom of all these other feelings. Like this is also, if I can allow all these expressions to move through me, all these truths, then I guess the ultimate truth is I'm love, and we are all love, and we're in peace and happiness. But maybe before we get there might be all these other layers of emotions that needs to be expressed, and they are true in this moment, but once it's acknowledged, it already isn't true anymore. There is already something else coming up. So truth, I think, is not fixed. It's fluid, it's moving, it's changing. But it can only move, and it can only change, and it can only move towards love and peace if it's allowed to express itself as what it is right now. So if there is anger right now, we're not going to come to peace if we suppress the anger. We need to allow the anger to come up, to be expressed. That is the truth. There is anger. Let it come and let it go, and then there can be another truth. And I think if we dare to face these truths, and we can let them move through us, and we feel safe enough to express our truth in each and every moment without being judged for it, without being seen as, oh, now you're a bad person because you are angry. No, there was anger in you and it needed to be moved out of you. So then you're not that. It's true, and it's not the truth of you, but it is true that it's there and it needs to be expressed. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying. It's expressing truth, whatever is true in this moment, and allowing that to change. I'm going to travel with that a bit more because I still feel uncomfortable. There is a lot with me. There is a lot here that is like now moving and coming up, and it's like, it's safer to suppress it, especially When there are emotions like frustration or anger, it's like, oh my God, if I express that, no one will like me, they will judge me, so we suppress the anger. But then we don't reach the light that is underneath that, or the love, or the joy, or whatever is there. So sometimes maybe the only way to get to the truth of who we are, the light, the beauty, there's like, there is no way around these whatever is stuck here. And it's like, open up until it's a clear channel, and this can rise purely, and the waters are clear again and not blocked with all these suppressed emotions that we were told not to feel, not to express, because we only allow expressions that are nice and kind and sweet and polite and well fixed, and we never reach that life force that is within us. It's like, okay, anyway, I've gone a bit off track, because this has nothing to do with where I started off. Or maybe it does, because it is all about authentic self-expression. Do I dare to express myself with whatever comes up? Do I feel safe to do that? And when I'm not trusting the outer world, because I'm not so sure yet if the outer world can have compassion for whatever is coming up, how do I find the inner strength and the inner safety to allow myself to, at least to myself, to open up and to express that, and to become comfortable with whatever is in me? To be like, okay, you know what, even if people don't get it, even if people might judge it, even if there is, how can I allow myself to open up and to move through this whatever is here that wants to just cleanse and release. So how can I honor these feelings? I know they're not a demon. I know they're not a monster. I know they're not bad. So how can I just allow it to move? The world doesn't need to witness it. How can I become comfortable again in standing in my own truth and expressing my truth and witnessing myself? It's not about others witnessing me. It's not about others validating me. It's about me acknowledging me and allowing these energies to move, these past pains, past fears to come up and to not define me. So to come up, and then how can I allow them to really move? So rather than feeling them and then be like, oh no, this is so shit, I suppress it again. How can I allow this energy to, okay, I allow this past pain to come, and I find ways to release it. And I notice often what helps me is either singing, dancing, moving, breathing, acknowledging also that it just feels shitty. Like, oh fuck, here we go again. Ugh. Anyway, it's part of the journey. I want to reach the gold. I want to reach what's hidden under there. I want to get clear waters. I want to get this untangled. I want to let this light in my heart and the light in my belly come together. What I saw yesterday is that when they come together, so when I saw it, I don't know, a few years ago, I felt there was a light really entering my heart and a light entering my belly. And from that moment, they are reaching to each other. They're but here is all this crap in between them. So the light in my heart, which for me feels masculine, is descending, is trying to reach the feminine, and the feminine is ascending and it's like the hands of Michelangelo, is trying to reach. And when they reach, here there is this yin and yang. And also what I realized, if you see there's two circles of energy, then here you have this overlapping circle. You have a circle here and you have a circle here, and in between is the creation point. When the masculine energy and the feminine energy come together, I think that's where the magic happens. But for this unity to happen, there is all this crap that they're both working through. All the illusions, all the suppressed emotions, all the limiting beliefs. For me, it's also very much stuck in my body. And this is where all this power dynamics, whatever shit is going on. It's a journey. And I'm clearing it. Clearing until there is this harmony, balance, unity, joy, free expression. Of all that I am, of who I am. I feel good now, actually. for now. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay, have a nice night.